Good morning, my friend. We're back at it again. It's been a while. I think I should be more consistent with this, but yeah. Anyways, today I'm going to share with you my process for just how I eat food and drink water and stuff like that to become a more athletic mofo. So yeah, I'm just going to share that with you, and hopefully this helps. But yeah, I eat no bullshit foods, okay? I just don't eat BS anymore. It doesn't happen. And there's a specific reason why. It's because I feel like garbage afterwards, and I don't perform my best whenever I eat BS foods. A lot of guys my age who are into this like athleticism stuff, they eat whatever they want because they're burning a lot of, calories, they're moving a lot, they're staying relatively lean. So it's not like, and also the metabolism is like pretty good at this age, right? So you see a lot of guys my age just eating whatever they want. And yeah, it's typically more protein and whatnot, but it's typically just whatever they want, right? And I was actually speaking to one of my teammates. Yeah, he's not my teammate anymore now, I guess, but my friend, we were at Waffle House hanging out with each other, and I got like just bacon and eggs. And he was asking me why I didn't eat he's like, bro, everyone who's an athlete just eats whatever they want. It's like, why not? And I was just like, it just doesn't work for me. Like I would say personally, I don't have the best, genetics for athleticism. I'm a little short. I'm not naturally fast. So I think getting any advantage that I can by eating clean and just, being strict with it, I think that's probably going to be the best play, right? And I know, like, it probably wasn't, like, the best idea to go to Waffle House and eat, like, their bacon and eggs because it's probably not high-quality stuff, but it's not as bad as eating, like, the waffle. It's not as bad, right? So that's kind of where I draw the line, right? So what I mean by non-BS foods is generally like I just eat meat and eggs basically, right? And I know that sound like for a lot of people that's gonna sound kind of weird, and for some people they'd be like, "What? But carbs are good for you," and yeah, it's like whatever, right? I've just found that I personally enjoy my life more whenever I'm not eating weird plant things that make me fart and make me feel bad. So that's just how I go about things. And yeah, it's kind of weird too because I notice even when I eat like the lower quality like meat or the eggs that are probably fed like weird stuff, I still get like skin irritation and whatnot. So I'm looking forward to the day that I'm eating like super clean, like pasture raised, grass fed and finished like steaks and stuff. But yeah, it still works for me. I find that being in ketosis and some like on a ketogenic diet, even if I was eating like vegetables and whatnot, I think I'd still be better than eating carbs and whatnot because I just have so much more energy now, right? I'm not constantly hungry. I'm not, thinking about, I need to have 3 meals throughout the day or whatever. I can worry more about training. I can, not have like crazy energy dips. I don't have to eat before a workout. Like right now I'm fasted and I'm about to do some sprints for today before I do like a gym workout later today. So it's like being fasted before a workout is honestly like it's nice. It's like you feel light. You don't have to like eat any sort of like weird stuff before you do a workout. It's nice, right? It takes a while to get used to it, but I think once you do get used to it, it's honestly better than eating like like a light meal before a workout. Like that's kind of lame to me now. It kind of like it just feels weird to eat before a workout now, and honestly my workouts are not as good whenever I eat beforehand. So yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of like this primal thing almost, where it's like you play hungry and you have that like extra aggression or that extra drive to just like get through the workout so you can get home and eat food. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it's up to you. You don't have to train fasted. This is just what I do. I find it to just be super helpful, you know? I don't feel like heavy, and I feel more energized throughout the workout. I get like the workout gives me energy and doesn't deplete it, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's what I eat basically. I eat meat and eggs. I try and get a lot of red meat in just because there's more nutrients in it. But you know, I'll still eat chicken every once in a while. I'll still eat pork. You know, bacon is still like really good. It still tastes really good. So I'm still down for that. I mean, yeah, but I try and get the majority of my food from, you know, red meat, because that's typically going to be, you know, more nutrient dense, you know, less crap in it, just because cows cows are ruminant animals, and they can like break down more stuff before it goes into their flesh, if that makes sense. And like pork and chicken, like they only have one stomach, and they don't really break it down as well. So unless you're getting like pasture raised stuff, it's probably not going to be like the best. Like I remember my mom told me this stuff, like we get a hog every year or so, and she was telling me like they feed the pigs like fortune cookies and stuff, and I was like sitting there eating, I don't know if it was bacon or like sausage or something, and I was like, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate, because like a pig, it probably isn't going to detox a fortune cookie nearly as well as a cow would, just because they don't have the same like chemical processes to break stuff down, which is unfortunate. But that sausage and bacon tastes really good. Maybe it's the fortune cookies, who knows. Anyways, moving on. Hydration is super important for me, honestly. I found that if I don't drink like a ton of water in the morning, if I'm not peeing like clear or a lot, then I'm probably not going to be hydrated enough, right? Like there have been times where I've been working super hard. Like I've been going to a couple of these college camps recently. I've only gone to 2, but this one time I wasn't super hydrated well because, well, I mean, I was losing a lot of electrolytes and water just because I was sweating so much. But I lost my hydration status, and I remember on the drive home, my hands was just like cramping up. My body was just like I was it was horrible. And this last time, it wasn't as bad because it wasn't as long, but I think I was a lot more hydrated beforehand, and that allowed me to not have that happen, not have that all like cramps and stuff like that. And yeah, so just making sure you drink enough water, getting your electrolytes, that kind of stuff, like, you know, salt, you know, that's pretty important, honestly. So yeah, what else? What else? Oh yeah, last thing, whenever it comes to like my process for like eating food and drinking water and whatnot, make sure you don't eat too late, right? Like I really try to avoid that now, because I realize whenever I eat something too late, like in the day before I go to bed, I really like, I feel it whenever I go to bed. I can feel like that weight just kind of sitting there. And whenever you eat food, your digestive system kind of ramps up and you start to heat your body up more. But whenever you're trying to go to bed, you're trying to cool down, right? So they kind of counteracts each other, and it inhibits your sleep. I always have worse sleep when I eat really close to bedtime. And I mean, the same thing could be said for like drinking a bunch of water. If you drink before you go to bed, make sure it's not too much, because I mean, if you drink a lot, you're probably gonna have to wake up and go take a piss. So yeah, I really try and avoid that, because I've noticed like the past few times that I've eaten, because I like to eat like big meals, right? So I eat like once or twice a day, right? And I already know some people are going to be like, oh, but that's not optimal for protein synthesis. Oh, I don't care, because your like if you eat enough, my idea is that you're still digesting protein like throughout the day, right? After that big meal, you're still digesting protein. So you don't have to eat like a ton of small meals. That just doesn't make any sense. I don't know. It just works for me, honestly. It just works for me. And, you know, I've been getting pretty lean and jacked. So I don't know. I think it still works. But yeah, don't eat too close to bedtime. Don't drink a ton of water too close to bedtime. Oh, one more thing. I know, I'm full of surprises. Don't drink a ton of water like close to your meal. I know this sounds kind of counterintuitive because we're so used to drinking like water whenever we're eating, but I found that, whenever I eat and drink a bunch at the same time, I feel like it just feels like it's not digesting enough. And I mean, it's like old advice, but basically like not drinking within like 2 hours of your meal helps the digestion, because you would like water down your stomach pH. It kind of makes sense to me, honestly, but I don't really have the patience, and sometimes I'm thirsty even like when I'm eating, so I just drink some water. I just don't drink like a ton. Okay, that's just kind of my idea of it. It's just like, don't drink a ton of water. Like if you're gonna be eating and drinking, just drink a little bit, finish your meal, wait a little bit, and then hydrate, do all that stuff. And I think that would be helpful. So yeah, I don't know, I was just kind of yapping today, going through my process for what I eat, what I drink. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick to this diet for as long as I can. Like, I mean, it's not even a diet anymore. It's just kind of like, I like the feeling of this, right? I like the feeling of the energy. I like all that stuff. There are those times where it's like, man, I kind of wish I would have, the sugary thing. But then I think to what I don't want to feel, and that's the crappiness that I would feel after eating the sugary bullshit, So, yeah. That's how I'm sticking to it anyways. It's just like, I don't want to feel bad, right? This is what makes me feel great. It tastes good. I like eating red meat. It tastes good, bro. Like steaks, that's the shit, dude. And yeah, it's just like, I like the taste of sugar, but I like feeling better more than the temporary taste of sugar. So, or anything else that kind of tastes good but then makes me feel bad afterwards. So yeah, this is what I found works for me. If you like what I'm saying, go subscribe. You don't have to do what I'm saying. This is just my process. So yeah, I'm gonna go sprint now. It's been a good video. Be better and have a W day, bro.